last week I gave you a challenge to step out of your box, to do something totally outside of your limitations, to stretch yourself, to do something weird, to connect with a random group, to just do something that was not part of your professional life. So how did you do? Well, I want to share with you how I took my own advice 18 months after we retired. Hi, I'm Nancy. This is Retirement Redefined, where we refuse to accept retirement as just a phase of life, and we decide to explore every day and find great joy in it and find the challenges and go for life and the adventure. Are you up for it? 18 months after I retired and we got settled in here, Alex and I got this brilliant idea, and it was called First Friday Pub Club, which was literally throwing a party with a full dinner the first Friday of every month for 100 people. This was quite a stretch. It actually started out very small, and then suddenly it blossomed and blossomed. And I'm talking about lasagna dinners, meatloaf, pulled pork, meaning we bought the roasts, we cooked them down, we pulled it apart and made our own barbecue. Roast beef dinners with the fixings, shrimp and chicken on the grill. I don't know how we did this. This was insane, but we got this brilliant idea and we started to roll with it. Activities like America Says, Family Feud, Minute to Win It. My favorites were the amazing golf cart race, and we'd have all these golf carts going in 5 different directions. I don't know. I can barely believe that we did this. I wouldn't know how to do it now. It's been a few years. It was nuts. We went outside of our box. We made this commitment, and we absolutely had a blast. This is what I'm telling you. Dream. Put these things down in writing and start letting things evolve and see where they go. You have no idea what is waiting for you to create and do. You may be organizing trips, bus trips with friends. The sky is the limit here. So why am I suggesting that you go weird and step outside of your box? Well, one, comfort zones are the biggest trap in retirement. We can get really way too comfortable, really way too lazy. And those the calendar days start flipping by. And if there's nothing there to stimulate us or get us going on the calendar, something to look forward to, it gets, the energy level, and, you're not getting up, you're not getting out, you're not using your brain. It's a little dangerous. And your brain needs puzzles. If you're on internet at all, just one of those ads is saying that the neurologist said we should all be doing those word games, that our brain should be stimulated. So getting up, getting out, having a project that you're working on that you have to create and that you think about and design and just reorganize your day. So important, especially if it's weird, because you got to figure out how to make these pieces work together. Our life is a jigsaw puzzle sometimes, right? And hey, curiosity may just be the greatest anti-aging drug. Even those little old ladies who have to know getting everybody's business because they're curious. It keeps them active and keeps them going. I am not at all suggesting that you become the busybody and have to know everybody's business. But it is fun to know the person to go to if you need some information on what's going on. Anyway, so weird. Step out of your box and go for weird and challenge yourself. What did we learn? What went wrong? Well, the toughest thing was we were limited to 100 people. And more than 100 people wanted to come. A lot of times the tickets were sold out within the first hour or two. What else went wrong? I am terrible at asking for help. So the stress when it came down to that day of I am setting up the tables and moving chairs for 100 people for a couple of years till I got better about asking. We did not, fortunately, ever have any major disasters. And if we did, somehow I forget them. What What surprised us? Yeah, what surprised us was that people really, really loved it. And they always jumped in. If I had an event that asked them to step out of their comfort zone, there were always people who would jump in and play the part that needed to be done. They did the minute to win it crazy games that they had to do. They had a blast, and that was a super surprise. I think, though, the greatest surprise for me was how well Alex and I worked together, because we don't do kitchen well. When I say he cooks for us, he cooks and I clean up. We have never done really well. It could be because we're both firstborns, and so we both think we know best. Other than that, we did great planning the meal, figuring out how much we needed, doing the shopping, come back, put it all together, prepping the food. Most of the time that was fine. And then when it was time, other people would come in and give him a hand. And so what surprised me is how well we did that and enjoyed it. What actually felt meaningful? It was really amazing how great this event went every month. We were only 8 months here, and we have friends. We have friends that are gone, but we have other friends that even after COVID and not being around them for a while, there's still friendships that still are lasting. So the friends and the community that was created by this event. When we say connect with a new random group, there are so many benefits, so much to learn from people. People want to share and learn and just have fun together. So think about what group you might think you want to join or reach out to, or start a group. I hope you got that book out last week, that little journal, and you started writing things. And if not, maybe something here just triggered your mind like, wow, maybe I could do that. So stretch yourself. Let's not make retirement just a phase of life. Let's be determined to enjoy every day of this journey and make it the best chapter of our lives. Next week, I'm going to share the steps that Alex and I both made, that at one point I would have said, not on God's green earth, there is no way I can do this. But, once you make that step, it starts to get better and better. So check in next week to find out what it was that was a turning point for me to step out of the box. A little bit of our history on how we got here. Remember, retirement isn't just about killing time. It's about creating a life that is so interesting and exciting that even you can't wait to see what's going to happen. I would love for you to put in the comments what types of things you'd like us to discuss. What about retirement anxiety? Are you curious about, or how we've managed different things? So we'll see you next Wednesday. Don't forget, there's a Monday and Saturday video also. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd sure love for you to be part of this community and knowing that you come back. Have a great day and God bless.